Hey folks, welcome to another VR video. Today, well, we're entering Boneworks.
Welcome,
And
Director Ford.
while I have played a ton of this game on other headsets, this is the first time I'm trying it with the Valve Index, so I've got full finger tracking. That I can confirm is my true height. That is my standing configuration. Looks pretty good. Go ahead and confirm.
Administrator privileges granted.
Thank
Confirm
you.
measurements to proceed.
That seems right. So I have been playing Boneworks for a couple of months now. I've been playing since it came out on Steam. It is now available on Oculus Home as well, which is pretty exciting, I have to say. But before we go any further, yeah, I want to open this, crouch down and grab this. Alright, so we got that key in. Credential bypass, that'll help. And now we're gonna crouch down again. We're gonna steal this very nice Sandbox Mode, which I've previously unlocked. Lots of stuff going on. I'm gonna change the mode actually to Sandbox Mode. So you can see how Sandbox Mode works in Boneworks. And then we'll jump in and play a little bit of the game. But this game really is a physics demo with a giant game attached to it. So I can pick up these fancy headsets. And like right now, I've got a nice headset on. It's greenish. My mortality rate is immortal. So this green one's gone now. Let's try a different headset. Let's try this one. This one seems to be a little bit more immersive. If I can, can't seem to get this one to fit on my head. Let's try again. Maybe it's the other way around. Is it the other? No, I think that's it. There we are. Okay. So now we're inside MythOS. We appear to be about to play something called Boneworks. Let's take that off, I guess, for right now. I wonder what that one is. See another headset. Oh, I don't want to play soccer with it. Let's pick that one up. Let's drop this one on our head. Can we fit this on our head? Guess not. Alright, well, let's see. It says, did you know you can find weapons and spawnables around MythOS City and access them here by throwing them into reclaim bins? That makes a lot of sense. I've seen reclaim bins all over the place. There's going to be a music player and additional spawnables, Easter egg hunts, which, you know, it's going to be Easter soon, so that totally makes sense as well. This gun right here allows us to, well, yeah, we can go into utilities here. We can pick up a spawnable. as a removal. And this is Boneworks. So Stress Level Zero have made some awesome games. They originally came to the VR forefront with Hover Junkers, moved on to Duck Season, and now with their very strange safety agent box, barricading things with their origin crates in their kind of Valve VR room style room with an ancient Vive prototype. Well, I guess we're gonna go into MythOS, right? Alright, so we are loading into the first level here, which is kind of a quick preview of what's ahead. Our character, Director Ford, has jacked into his own little personal MythOS matrix.
Operator, attention. Reach out to the object and grab what you see and indicate. Secure inbound and outbound shipments appropriately.
Now, if you incinerate anything, you can't do something that we're going to do in a few minutes.
Secure inbound and outbound shipments appropriately. Secure inbound and outbound shipments.
Now we need this gammon.
Into the socket.
Saw it kind of faded. That's because we need that little flash drive. Now,
Battery into the socket. Then pull the lever.
put the battery,
Into the socket. Then
pull the lever,
nice.
and now here we go. So we are moving into what's essentially the MythOS real world. You'll notice something pretty funny here. Monogon has some VR legs, so you can locomote, you can crouch, and you can snap turn. Just like it says. Can't jump yet. There's no advanced input and no time slow just yet, but I'm sure those things might be coming. If you die in MythOS, you come back. That can't be good for your psyche. That's true. You die in the Voidway, you die in real life. Everyone is too afraid to try. We have a patch out anyway for security breaches. That's good. I don't really want to die in the Voidway. Ooh, a crowbar. So one of the things about this game is you can actually grip things from multiple places. You can see the steadier grip, lesser of a grip. That's me, Director Ford. Monogon employee Arthur Ford was seen eating lunch in the anomalous object disposal break room. While still on lunch break, began checking time on a variety of devices. Seems to be interested in communicating with non-employees. Yeah, I am, actually. I'm very interested in what happens with non-employees here. See, I can pick up this whole Can't turn that off, I guess. Well, that's fine. Hey, what are these? Warning by batteries. Call mom. Check the parking barrier. Watch third camera. Camera number 17 not working. Check level 8. Museum archive. Museum archive sounds like a good place to go. Let's go try to find that. Theoretically, if we can somehow stop the system clock, we could disconnect the resurrection field outside the MythOS chambers. Let's drop that. I don't really need that. Resurrect in the void. If I disconnect the servers, I could probably buy a couple of hours. Void way will allow immortality. I don't mind immortality either. That's, all of these things sound good, actually. Seems to want me down here. What's that? You can see through the wall. Something interesting over there. Can't go through this wall, but keep crashing into it. We can see some more hints of maybe a potential future. I don't know. For now, we hit the button. Now we can officially snap turn. Just keep out of there. And apparently we need to keep out. I kind of want to see what's in this crate. It says it's destructible. Let's test that theory. We don't have any weapons or anything to destruct it with, though. Let's pick up this, can we pick up this little ball? We can, okay. Destroy other things with the crate, but we can't seem to destroy the crate right now. Maybe there's other things here we can use. What's in here? Anything? Those pipes might be useful. It says it's destructible, but well, doesn't seem to be. That's fine. I mean, we don't really need to destroy things right now. We do need to turn that steam off. We do need to get under this grating. That doesn't... yeah, I expected that. And then, if we tried to carry something through this door, it wouldn't let us. Let's just, let's take this green thing and you'll see what happens. Interestingly enough, it allowed that through. I did not expect that. So we're headed for the Museum of Technical Demonstration over here. As we walk through this portal, we drop that item. Alright, so heading into the museum. Seems to be a book of some sort here. Ah, it's the museum archival log, of course. I mean, what else would you have right before you go into the museum? So let's see what's in this locker. I don't know why I'm always drawn to the orange lockers. I can open all the lockers, though. They all even have different sounds to them. It's kind of cool. Yeah, nothing in those lockers. I'm sure there might be something up there, but we don't need it, whatever it is. Let's just go through these doors. Ah, yes, MythOS City is opening day, preparing for the future.
Welcome to the Museum of Technical Demonstration.
Thanks. What? I wanna... What? Okay, fine, I won't go that way.
The museum halls are not currently open.
Yeah, I can see the museum halls are not currently open. Let's try to go through it again anyway. Just for fun. I mean, why not? Ow! Okay. Learn about interaction. So, one of the cool things about this game is how much it actually relies on today's reality as a teacher. So you've got the index controllers, of course, in front of me, and in front of me also some old school Oculus Touch. Those, of course, have been superseded by the newer Oculus Touch and the Vive ones. And if you press this, it actually shows you how to use those. Control instructions, of course. How do you know I have an index? Oh, maybe you don't. It's okay. Yes, grabbing I can do. And I have to say, having finger tracking, this is the first time I played this with finger tracking, and it's pretty cool. It again doesn't really add much to the game, but having digits in your player character makes it at least look a little bit more realistic. Of course, here's a look at MythOS City.
We are working around the clock for MythOS City opening day.
No, we're headed toward those exhibits. Before we do that, lots of additional contributors. Those are all actually, I think, staff members of Stress Level 0. Running with the left thumbstick. I've been doing that for a little while. There's robots. That's if I wanted to teleport. I'm not going to do that. Got a different product lineup. There's all kinds of little stuff in here. Setting up your virtual space so you don't hit things. There we go.
If you are experiencing any overwhelming reaction to MythOS virtual mechanics, please take a short break. We can come back to the mechanics.
We could have hit that, but why? Now we can either physically crouch, which I'm not going to do, or hit the right thumbstick to get through here. So this is cool. So you can see a bunch of different stuff you can do. There's a ladder over there that's simulating climbing. Rather than climb a ladder, I'd rather just take this line up. Now this is new right here. There has not been, prior to this, a save point in the game. But they added them in this latest build. So I have now saved here. So if I were to resume the game, I'd be able to resume from here. This just gives us more confetti. I don't know why you'd want all this confetti. You can grab these. This kind of just looks like, well, it looks like the Windows background to an extent to me. I know it's not. It looks pretty nice outside. Let's go ahead and go. Oh, that doesn't take us outside. Of course it doesn't. So this gives us different interaction mechanics. We can, of course, reach out with an open hand, knock some stuff over. Can do that with these too. Lots of stuff we can grab. This is a little bit heavier, so we can't just pick it up and grab it and throw it. As you can see, heavier objects are heavier. And that's what makes this game so great from a physics perspective. boxing can happen there. But this is all really just a distraction in the end. What we really want to do is open that door. To do that, we need to move this block. Oh my gosh, it's heavy. Wow. That weighs that down, and as you can see, the door is opened.
Attention archival staff. Due to an unfortunate recent incident,
Identify and secure anomalous items. Okay. So this right here is one of the secrets of the game. Remember at the very beginning of this video I showed you the Sandbox Mode. How you unlock that is actually going through this archival room.
Attention archival staff. Due to an
And then in that Boneworks box right there.
that all employees obfuscate the basement unlock module.
Let's crack that open. And now we've got a blank box. This blank box was indeed the Sandbox module. So what we could do is add it to our inventory here. Because it's a blank box at this point. It says get out fast. That's comforting. Instead of it being a blank box, of course, we would be taking
Museum halls are not currently open.
a bit of a trip on our own here.
Feel free to take your time with physics environments.
I am going to take my time with this physics environment. I like this physics environment. As you can see, that made that go upward. Now we're also going to go upward. And over. I have to say, letting go of the grip is tricky for me still with the index controllers. Pretty sure my height is correct here. Now this is going to go downward. This will lock that up. Now I have to repeat those steps. And despite the fact that I played this with other headsets a ton, I have to say, playing with Index is much, much smoother. Take this elevator up. And another save spot. Perfect.
The Museum of Technical Demonstration is brought to you by Boneworks.
Alright, Mr. Ford. This is going to open this door up for us. Crouch a little bit. And again, you can learn a lot more about different things you can do. What we're going to do is go over to this reclamation bin. And as you can see, there's actually a Sandbox starter pack here. So in addition to the Sandbox mode, we can drop, well, that in. This nice null body in. Why not drop the crowbar in? Take this. Let's go into our inventory. Let's take the blank box. Toss that in. And of course, the sandbox mode. Oh no, we dropped the sandbox mode back here. So all those things are done now. We can push through this wall. And now, items can't travel between instances. We can actually go under this. We can't go through if we do that. But if we hit this green bar, it closes that, opens this, and now we can't take our items with us. But because we passed our items through, we can most certainly leave them there. I kind of want to try to climb this, but I don't see a path that's clear here. Can we reach? Yeah. Oh! Barely. All right. Can we climb up here? Sort of. Well, not really. Can knock some stuff over. And really, we don't really need to do any of this anyway. Again, this is kind of just in the way. 314, eh? Okay, deemed safe. Well, being deemed safe is good. Potential void leaks. Well, there's always a potential void leak. Let's see, what's in this raffle day container? Anything useful? Ah, that looks somewhat useful, yeah. Personal response. Okay. Hey, it's the Advanced Mechanics Hall. Yeah, why not? Slow time device. Alright, so we've played with real time, and the time control says when available, slow time can be directly controlled by the left controller A. So that will be useful as we move forward, I think. This is kind of fun too. You'll notice I can move that ball around. What are you doing? Like, man. Well, I guess that trash handler's gonna keep that up. That's annoying. Now, this gravity room's interesting as well. Negative gravity fields can temporarily inverse mass calculate for improbable lift. This gun is useful. You'll see in just a second why. Okay. So we're starting to move forward. We don't want to hit the roof because that'll kill us probably, I think. Let's see if adding more will make us go any faster. It seems to, yeah. There we go. Alright, so let's get through this gravity well.
Please feel free to browse the gift shop before continuing on to the next main museum.
And so we've reached the gift shop. And I could buy some stuff and check out if I want to, but honestly, why would I want to buy anything at this crappy museum? I think what we want to do. Let's head out here. Oh, yeah.
Keep your workspace environment clean forever.
Let's take ourselves out with the trash. Yeah, with the trash. Alright, so we are clunkily falling to our doom into kind of a sewer of sorts here. Those are null bodies. We'll get to know more of them as time progresses. But we have kind of escaped the confines of the museum, and now we're somewhere else. And that somewhere else is going to take us back to the main menu. Because I want to show you now that we have indeed unlocked some more content in the sandbox mode. Because remember, we threw all that stuff into the reclamation area there. So we go into the sandbox. Now we've got the blank box because we found that where the sandbox mode was. So that's the first thing. And then when we go into the blank box, well, then you'll see the second thing. Second thing is, if we grab this gun, we open the menu for utilities, go to utilities. Now we've got a bunch of stuff that's spawnable as well. So, going through the main game isn't just playing a game. It's also unlocking some cool stuff to play around here in the sandbox mode. Pretty fun game, gotta say. You can do a ton in both the main game and the sandbox mode. There's also an arena where you can infinitely fight against null bodies and other characters that you encounter throughout the game. There's hours and hours of content here. The game itself probably takes about 6 to 8 hours to play through, maybe a little bit less depending on how skilled you are and how much you really want to explore and test the boundaries that you have. I have to say, I've played this on the Rift S, I've played this on the Vive with the Vive wands, and I've played this now with the Index, and I do feel like the Index controllers are really what this game was intended for. I also feel like this builds on the excitement of what Half-Life Alyx is going to be like. All this physics engine, real world here within MythOS. Lots of fun. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll be back with more VR content soon. Until next time, get out there and enjoy some VR for yourself. Yeah, I can point. I can even do rock devil horns, right? Or let's see if I can somehow, I can't figure out how to do the hang loose. Almost hang loose, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be back soon with more VR content. Till next time, get out there and enjoy some VR for yourself. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye now.